I'm Dr. Anthony from Noya Chiropractic. You've probably come to this page because you're seeking a path, a blueprint, some way to get relief, whether it be from neck pain, back pain, sciatica, shoulder problems, or even other conditions that just nothing else has seemed to help. At Noya Chiropractic, we've helped thousands, literally thousands of people with these conditions not only get relief from their pain, but for many to have a true health transformation. You may be asking yourself why or how are we so successful? One reason is we approach health problems a bit differently than most other providers. First, what you consider your problem may not actually be your problem. Most people consider their pain, discomfort, or health challenge to be their problem. However, more often than not, this is a symptom of a different problem, a larger problem that will display itself in many different ways, like neck pain, back pain, headaches, difficulty sleeping, or the host of other conditions. In fact, in my experience, these symptoms are more often what I would call collateral damage. Let me explain. If you were to think about your body like a house, and this house has a foundation, and that foundation has a crack, and that crack was significant enough that over time, the house started to shift. And as the house started to shift slightly, you probably wouldn't notice any changes in a year or two, but as time passes and the structure starts to weaken, you may start to see symptoms of this weakened foundation. The symptoms in your home may be difficulty opening a door, or the windows are hard to open and close. You might see cracks in the drywall. It could even lead to more significant problems where pipes start to burst or the electrical system were to become damaged. You may bring in an expert to look at these problems and they may address them directly, someone to reframe a door or to patch up the drywall. And there's a time and a place for this type of care. However, until you correct the underlying core problem, in this case the foundation, you'll repeat those problems over and over again. For many people, that's what they've experienced with their health. They've experienced the same symptoms over and over with very little long-term relief. Has this been your experience? With the example of a house, the foundation is the core problem. Everything else is what we call collateral damage. At Noya Chiropractic, we focus on finding your core problem and correcting it. We are healthy lifestyle experts, and we specialize in corrective chiropractic, utilizing the Gonstead method to correct any underlying structural and neurological problems. So how are neurological function and the spine related to health? To understand this, let's talk about the anatomy of the spine, what a core problem could look like, and the impact it might have. The spine is made up of 24 movable bones stacked up on each other with 3 curves. These curves function like a spring, absorbing the force of gravity. The spine performs 2 vital functions. First, it allows us to stand upright, and second, it encases and protects the spinal cord, which is part of the central nervous system. In this regard, the spine acts like a suit of armor made up of segments so it can bend and move naturally with the body. Underneath that armor, the nervous system is busy coordinating and controlling all the functions of the body. Messages travel from every part of the body up the spinal cord and into the brain. The brain processes those messages and sends replies down the spinal cord and out to the body tissue to tell it how to respond. The central nervous system is an information highway and it carries vital messages to every part of the body. The wear and tear of everyday life can impact the spine and cause spinal segments to move out of alignment. This can happen gradually from poor lifestyle habits, or it can happen suddenly, which is common with car accidents. Because of the close relationship between the spine and the nervous system, these spinal dysfunctions impact the flow of information and communication between the brain and the body. Messages may not be delivered to the brain, or they may be inaccurate when that communication occurs. This causes the body to not coordinate itself as well as it can, leading to dysfunction, pain, and numerous other symptoms. However, before this happens, there is often a silent phase similar to the way a dental cavity forms. A cavity does not cause tooth pain until it's been there for enough time to cause sufficient tooth damage. As I mentioned with the spine, these changes can happen suddenly with major traumas like car accidents and sports injuries, but more often they happen gradually from poor lifestyle habits like poor posture, not enough exercise, and too much stress. This dysfunction slowly accumulates on the spine over years, causing the spine to break down. This change in spinal mechanics will cause the spine to change shape, altering its normal curvatures. When normal curvatures are lost, the spine gets weaker and the body adapts with arthritic and degenerative changes. Many of my patients have been told that degenerative changes are a natural part of aging. If this were true, the spine would degenerate evenly as we age. But this is not the case. We will usually find a few areas with significant degeneration and the rest of the spine to be healthy and normal. The differences between these 2 areas is the additional mechanical stress placed on the degenerated segments due to this change in spinal biomechanics and the alteration of the spinal curves. Ideally, this problem is corrected before any degenerative changes occur, negatively impacting health. However, it's more common for clients to enter the office with the degenerative changes that are impacting their health, their well-being, and their lifestyle. How do we correct the core problem, helping people express the well-being that their bodies are capable of? This is the fundamental difference with a corrective chiropractor who utilizes the Gonstead method. As a Gonstead chiropractor, our focus is on the spine and nervous system, identifying the core problem, correcting the core problem, and monitoring that change. Traditional chiropractic is great at changing how people feel, but will often fall short or miss correcting the underlying core problem. As a corrective chiropractor, we start with testing. I believe in testing, not guessing. Testing will show us if there is a problem, if that problem is correctable, and will give us a tool to know when that problem has been corrected. If this interests you, I invite you to schedule a complimentary case review. If after this consultation we believe that we can help you, we will recommend our biostructural examination. The biostructural examination is paramount. It's over 24 in-house tests that will allow us to identify your core problem and how it's impacting your health. These tests will allow us to monitor the changes to your spine, nervous system, and other health markers that are connected to your core problem. After the biostructural examination, we will analyze all the data and determine if we can help you. If we can, we'll make a comprehensive plan outlining the core problem and the path it will take to get it corrected and you feeling well. We will meet with you to review these test results. At the end of the day, the most important piece is that you get the relief that you need and solve the core problem, getting you better long-term health outcomes. Our team would love to help you achieve these results. So whenever you're ready and would like to begin with a complimentary case review, simply click the button and schedule a time to meet with one of our doctors. After your case review, we feel like we cannot accept your case, we will do our absolute best to send you in a direction that is right for you. From everybody at Noya Chiropractic, we look forward to meeting you soon.